The hope of victims of police brutality in Nigeria was on Tuesday rekindled following a confirmation from Nigeria's National Human Rights Commission that it has secured the assurances of the Police Service Commission to take disciplinary actions against men and officers of the defunct Special Anti-Robbery Squad, unit of the Nigeria police force indicted by the presidential panel set up to investigate various allegations of gross human rights violation following the EndSARS protest in 2020. Nigeria's chief human rights officer, Barrister Tony Ojukwu, made the disclosure in Abuja at the formal launch of the research report on EndSARS judicial panel review jointly organized by Enough is Enough, a non-governmental organization, and the Commission. According to Ojukwu, the Presidential Panel on EndSARS had recommended to the Attorney General of the Federation and the Police Service Commission to prosecute those who will be indicted or take disciplinary actions against them under the supervision of the Police Service Commission.
I'm happy to announce that last week we got a letter from the Police Service Commission. They are assuring the Commission that they are taking steps to make sure that appropriate disciplinary action are taken against those who have been recommended by the panel.
On the state of the panel's work, Barrister Ojukwu said, so far, 16 out of 29 states in the country have submitted their reports.
I think we've been able to collect about 16 states' final reports now, and are waiting for the feedback from the other states. And once this is completed, we should be able to have a global view of the recommendations made across the various states. We should be able to have a global view of officers to prosecute, officers to be disciplined, victims to be paid compensation, the total volume of compensation.
Speaking at the event, Yiaga Africa and Enough is Enough stressed the need for the state and the federal government in Nigeria to prioritize the release of the panel's reports and implement recommendations to avert a reoccurrence of similar agitation in the future.
If you have a country where young people continually feel that the state does not care for them, and will look the other way when another agent of the state, another arm of the state is doing them harm, it will be a state of unease in the country. And we really need to take this seriously so as we deal with the issues proactively, so we don't have another reason for young people to say, you must hear me by force, and I will make sure you hear me.
Since 3 years since these panels began sitting, is that there hasn't been the supply of accountability by releasing these reports and making them public by judicial panels of inquiry. I think 3 years is enough time, and it was very interesting to hear the Executive Secretary say that they've compiled reports from 16 states. It means that we still have other states where the reports either are not public or cannot be found. This is a challenge that we're still having to deal with.
The highlight of the event was the launch of the EndSARS Judicial Panel Review Report compiled by Enough is Enough, a move that was commended by participants.
Citizens' response to continue the momentum of EndSARS was lost. And I think what Enough is doing now, I call it the president of citizens, is to garner all that momentum so that we begin to demand for accountability.
The event is to commemorate the October 2020 EndSARS protest, in which many Nigerians lost their lives due to alleged forms of violation by security operatives. Events such as this is believed to keep alive the struggle to end police brutality in Nigeria through holding errant officers to account for their crime. DN News, North Central Nigeria.